20. Aston Martin Valkyrie, $2.6 million. The Aston Martin Valkyrie is a hybrid hypercar, developed together with the Red Bull Racing Formula One team. With the roof installed, the Valkyrie Spider's top speed is 350 km/h. Without the roof, top speed drops to 330 km/h. According to Aston Martin data, the Valkyrie hypercar is equipped with a 6.5-liter V12 engine developed together with the specialists at Cosworth. Valkyrie is produced in only 150 copies, which have already been reserved. 9. Mercedes-AMG 1, $2.7 million. The propulsion system of the AMG 1 is derived from that of Formula One, and integrates a 1.6-liter V6 unit capable of 574 horsepower and no less than 4 electric motors. Together, the assembly develops 1,063 horsepower. The package also includes an 8.4 kilowatt-hours battery, which ensures a purely electric autonomy of up to 18 kilometers. Production is limited to 275 examples, but all have already been sold. Mercedes-Benz has written history in terms of luxury and elegance of motor vehicles. 18. Aston Martin Victor, $3 million. The Aston Martin Victor takes elements from the Vulcan 177 and Valkyrie and mixes them into an absolutely intimidating and powerful GT. In homage to the V8 Vantage of the 1970s and 1980s, the Aston Martin Victor makes visual references to the original model and retains its spirit, but uses the latest technology to deliver impressive numbers. Under the bonnet is a naturally aspirated 7.3-liter V12 which has been tweaked by Cosworth and now boasts no less than 847 bhp and 821 Nm, more than the previous iteration of this engine, the Aston 177, which had 760 bhp and 750 Nm. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox. The Victor is therefore the most powerful manual transmission Aston Martin ever produced. 17. Koenigsegg Jesko, $3 million. Koenigsegg will only build 125 examples of the Jesko supercar model, all of which have already been sold. The pre-production example shown is painted in Tang Pearl Orange, a tribute to the first Koenigsegg CCR. The Koenigsegg Jesko is powered by a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that can develop 1,298 horsepower and 1,000 Nm on regular fuel. If E85 ethanol is used, the output increases to 1,625 horsepower and 1,500 Nm. 16. Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, $3 million. Named the Ferrari Sergio, this model is a tribute to legendary designer Sergio Pininfarina. The car exhibited at the Geneva Motor Show is the first of a limited series of 6 examples. The design is radically changed compared to that of a production Ferrari, with a flatter frontal area, with optical blocks that extend inwards. The rims are also specially made for the Ferrari Sergio. Power comes from a 4.5-liter V8 engine capable of 605 horsepower, which can propel the exclusive Roadster to 100 km/h in just 3 seconds. 15. Gordon Murray T.50, $3.08 million. Gordon Murray Automotive has officially started production of the T.50 supercar. The performance model, presented in 2020, will be produced in just 100 units. In the summer of 2020, Gordon Murray unveiled his first production supercar, the T.50. The model is considered the successor of the McLaren F1, another car created by the South African engineer of British origin. The Gordon Murray T.50 is powered by a 663 horsepower naturally aspirated V12 engine mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. 14. Bugatti Chiron Per Sport, $3.3 million. It represents the desire of the French to offer the world a car that uniquely combines the concepts of power, luxury and speed. Only 60 units were made and each one gets a unique customization based on the buyer's preferences. Built not just for driving, but for performance, it costs about $1 million more than the Chiron. 13. W Motors Lykan Hypersport, $3.4 million. Named W Motors Lykan Hypersport, the first hypercar in the history of the Middle East, recently revealed at the Qatar Motor Show, manages to impress with its sci-fi appearance. In terms of appearance, it is also worth mentioning the numerous inserts, i.e., gold, platinum and diamond accents, present both in the passenger compartment and on the exterior. On the technical side, it can boast of the presence of a twin-turbo engine in 6 cylinders, centrally mounted, capable of providing the driver with 750 horsepower and 1,000 Nm. These performances theoretically allow it to accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in only 2.8 seconds and reach a maximum speed equal to approximately 395 km/h. It is necessary that cars are manufactured from the highest quality materials possible. For almost 100 years, the strength and flexibility of materials for the automotive industry have been studied, and the conclusion is that it is not raw materials that are most effective, but rather composite ones. 12. McLaren Solus GT, $3.5 million. The McLaren Solus GT is a supercar that will be produced in limited series, directly inspired by the concept developed by McLaren for the video game Gran Turismo. The McLaren Solus GT is a single-seater with a naturally aspirated V10 engine that delivers 840 horsepower and 640 Nm, which will be produced in a limited series of only 25 examples. All 25 units have already been sold. 12. McLaren Solus GT, $3.5 million. The McLaren Solus GT is a supercar that will be produced in limited series, directly inspired by the concept developed by McLaren for the video game Gran Turismo. The McLaren Solus GT is a single-seater with a naturally aspirated V10 engine that delivers 840 horsepower and 640 Nm, which will be produced in a limited series of only 25 examples. All 25 units have already been sold. 10. Lamborghini Veneno, $4 million. It has a 6.5-liter V12 under the hood and about 750 horsepower. It accelerates from 0 to 100 km/h in just 2.8 seconds and reaches a maximum speed of 355 km/h. It impresses with a spectacular appearance that seems to have resulted from combining a fighter jet with that of a prototype from the 24 Hours of Le Mans. 9. Koenigsegg CCX or Trevita, $4.8 million. For the Koenigsegg CCX or Trevita, the Swedish manufacturer has developed a new exterior finish called Koenigsegg Proprietary Diamond Weave, which involves coating carbon fibers with a resin impregnated with diamond dust. The engine is a 4.8-liter V8 with 1,000 horsepower. 8. Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, $5.7 million. At the beginning of the year, Bugatti caught the world's attention after it managed to break the speed record of 490 km/h, 300 miles per hour, with a Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus prototype. The series version will be produced in only 30 copies and will have a maximum speed limited to 442 km/h. 7. Bugatti Devo, $6 million. The Bugatti Devo, a model based on the Bugatti Chiron, was manufactured in only 40 copies, each unique in its own way. It retains the 1,500 horsepower 8.0-liter W16 powertrain, but the bodywork has been completely redesigned. 6. Mercedes-Benz Maybach Exelero, $8 million. The Maybach Exelero is a masterpiece commissioned by Fulda, the German subsidiary of the Goodyear Company, to test its new tires. The Exelero debuted in 2004. Mercedes built this model on the skeleton of a Maybach and equipped it with the same twin-turbo V12 engine, which produces 690 horsepower. The retro-futuristic concept can reach a top speed of 351 km/h, accelerating from 0 to 100 km/h in just 4.4 seconds. If you are looking for a new or second-hand car, the largest car classifieds website in Romania can help you find the car of your dreams. See the offer of cars from Autovit. 5. Bugatti Sindidici, $9 million. Bugatti Sindidici, a name that means 110 in Italian, is a tribute to the legendary EB110 from the 90s. The hypercar from Molsheim costs $8.9 million and will be replicated in only 10 copies. All were sold before even the official release. The body hides a platform shared with the Chiron and a powerful W16 engine with 4 turbochargers, which delivers 1,600 horsepower. 4. Rolls-Royce Sweptail, $13 million. The Sweptail is a Rolls-Royce inspired by the brand's classic models. Almost every part of this car is unique. The project lasted no less than 4 years. The name Sweptail comes from the popular design element in vintage Rolls-Royce cars of the 1920s. 3. Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, $17.6 million. The Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta is a special edition, created for founder Horacio Pagani. The Zonda HP Barchetta project was prepared by the Ano division, and the Italians also relied on special aerodynamic elements, inspired by the old Zonda versions. The model has a 7.3-liter V12 engine, supplied by AMG. TOW. Bugatti La Voiture Noire, $18.7 million. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire is based on the Bugatti Chiron and is powered by the same 1,479 horsepower's 8-liter W16 engine. The car was built to celebrate Bugatti's 110th anniversary. This is a tribute to the legendary Type 57 SC Atlantic, the original La Voiture Noire, that belonged to Jean Bugatti. 1. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. $28 million. Boat Tail is a 4-seater car with the back in the shape of a yacht deck. Boat Tail is 5.8 meters long, which serves to highlight the unusual boat tail design. The nautical rear of the new car is a contemporary interpretation of the classic 1932 model. The cabin is luxuriously dressed, with every element meticulously crafted without being overwhelming. Sumptuous leather clads the seats and doors, while wood and polished metal provide sensory engagement. There is a distinct appreciation of the qualities of light, proportion and materials here, with subtle nautical references. The world's most expensive car sold at auction, a very rare 1955 Mercedes-Benz SL or Coupe, that had been kept in the German automaker's collection, has been sold to a private owner for €135 million, the equivalent of $142 million. That price makes it the most expensive car known to have ever been sold, according to Hagerty, a company that tracks collector car values. The world's most expensive Mercedes has been sold at a private, invitation-only auction at the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Stuttgart. These vehicles are models of absolute luxury and engineering art. They are real gems on 4 wheels for passionate collectors with financial resources to match. These luxurious and very expensive cars are impressive and deserve our admiration.